Hello again, and it is still reset day, but I had another video that I wanted to do because I was quite honestly kind of surprised at some information that I got. So I was watching one of Hazel Nutty's uh, videos, and there were people asking, how do you get the crafting orders done when you don't have any, you don't know anybody that can craft, and how do you do it by yourself? So because it's reset day, everything over here is reset, and I have the new Artisans Consortium. If you can see, my reputation with the Artisans Consortium is esteemed. So I'm at the very, very top level of reputation with that, and I've done that through my inscription. Uh, there's a contract that you can get through a scribe that gives you 12 reputation for every world quest that you do. Now it's not. I mean, it says to craft 181 gold. If you are a scribe or you have a scribe, I highly suggest making as many of these as you can, because it might say 12 and you're going, oh God, 12 really? It's going to take me forever. It doesn't. It takes very, very little time. I was shocked when all of a sudden I'm at the highest level of reputation with the Artisans Consortium. Dragon Scale Expedition as a scribe, you get that pretty quick, and I just got to round 25 with the Tuskar and was able to get their contract. Again, it's only 12, but you just start a contract and it runs for 7 days. If you can see up here in the right, I'm going to change this because I I want to say the day after I started this. So let me see if I have one open here. I might have sent it over, but you make these contracts and they're good for 7 days. A lot of people do them reset day. I did mine about reset day, and like the next day I was at esteemed. So I'm gonna stop that one, and I'm gonna start probably something like the Accord, or something that actually the Maruk Centaur is one that I'm really lagging behind. I don't know why it's so hard to get rep up. I do all the dailies. I have unlocked the extra uh, camp that's down there that has dailies, but holy crap, it's so hard. So the Alag camp, they have 4 dailies that you can do. I think they might be weeklies. I'm not sure if they reset during the week or not, but I've done tons and tons of dailies, but I'm still 5 rep behind most of these. So Dragon Scale Expedition maximum is 25. I maxed on them. I still haven't gotten my mount yet, but maxed on those, and then I believe all the rest of them are 25 or 30. Um, so this one, the Maruk is 25. I think the Valdrakken Accord is 30. Looking at it, yeah, it looks like it's 30. Um, and the Tuskar is also 30. So I still have a ways to go on them, but so you can use those contracts, and they really, really help. So I'm going to walk through step by step on how you do these for yourself. And you can do this on any profession. So let's just take the quest here real quick. It doesn't tell you how many, and I think it's kind of stupid. So I need 2 inscription orders. If you look over here, some of them ask for 3. So what you're going to do is you're going to come over here on the character that you want to fill the orders for, and you're going to look at stuff and you're going to go, what is the cheapest thing that I can craft? So if you click on trade goods, most of the time, stuff in trade goods is going to be the cheapest. I think that's what I do for my jewel crafter, my engineer, my scribe, my tailor. I do the bracers, which are dirt cheap to craft. So we're going to search this, and you can see all of the inks come up. Well, blazing ink is something that's used in a ton of stuff. It's 3 pigments and then a vial and water. So I usually send this stuff over to the character that I want to put the order in, and then I put that order in, and I come back here and I craft it, and bam, my quest is done. So let's do that real quick. We're going to go through this whole thing. Oh, all my stuff's in the bank, so I'll fly up to the bank. This is going to be a little bit longer, but I want to make sure everybody understands this because it's so easy. I was really shocked at the number of people who had no idea how to do this. So I want to make sure everybody knows because it's so easy. And as you know, knowledge points are gold. I actually watched Taliesin today, and he's speculating that uh, in 10.1 they may uh, have a way, or they may give you the option of resetting your talent points. So I need one blazing, I need two blazing, and four shimmering. So let's find those over here. But that would be awesome if they allowed you to reset. I know there were a lot of people that got into. Are you kidding me? I don't have any shimmering ink. Oh, shimmering pigment. Yes, I do. What the heck? Is it in my bags? God, I don't even know where my bags are. Um, there were a lot of people that did a lot of things. Oh, there it is right there. What an idiot. Um, right at first, and they regretted it later. In fact, I watched another. Uh, I watched another burnished ink. I want to use my lower level one if I have some. I have some here somewhere. I watched another. Um, oh, it's blazing. Sorry, I'm not real good at talking and typing at the same time. So we're going to use the level 2 because I can craft level 3 inks with no problem. So we're going to use the cheapest. Um, anyway, now I forgot what I was saying. Um, oh, well, I've completely lost it. So we're going to send this over, and I just let my alt buy the water in the vial because it's right next to where it's at. So we're going to send two blazing ink and four, or pigment, I should say, and four shimmering pigment. Shimmering? I'm losing my brain here. Yeah, shimmering pigment. Where is that at? Right there. We need two per, so we need four of these. So we'll send those over. Close that. Mail. And we're going to send that to my Tailor Enchanter. We'll send that over. And now that character has everything that it needs to put in a work order. We're going to go back to full screen because all this stuff is getting in my way here. Okay, so now we're going to log. We'll log on to my Tailor Enchanter. And again, you can do this. I put trade goods in for all of my characters, because it is so cheap. Jewel crafting, you can do like the shimmering clasp. Engineers, you can do any of the materials you need to make anything. Um, so this is very, very simple way to do it, and you can get that because knowledge points are gold. And if what Taliesin speculates and you can reset, I think that would help a ton. There was so many things that I went into that I was like, yeah, really, really don't need that. And a good example is um, my jewel crafter. So I switched from blacksmithing to jewel crafting, thinking, oh, I'm gonna get the elemental lariat pattern and make tons of gold and make my characters an elemental lariat. Yeah, I farmed elemental storms for so damn much time I can't stand even thinking about it again. So the pattern didn't drop. So I have points in necklaces that are gonna do me no good whatsoever. So we'll look at these here in just a second. So we're gonna do blazing ink. We got everything we need there. We're gonna do a personal order for my scribe. I usually just put one gold here. It kind of sucks that you have to pay 20 gold per order. That's kind of a crappy uh, way to do it. You're losing anywhere from 40 to 60 gold every time that you put in two orders or three orders, but can't be avoided. So, okay, so now those crafting orders are in. Again, tailoring is one where I decided I was going to go into and get some of the epic gear. Again, it's 384. Use your sparks and stuff, but you can You can put these in here if you do have them, which I don't. I probably never will again. But you can get these made for you. And at level 384, it's not the highest. You could probably get higher level gear from world bosses and stuff like that. But if you don't, with my mage and my uh, well, I guess just my mage is my only clothy that I have other than my scribe, and he's already uh, very high level. So you can craft gear. I've done that. I'm doing that on my blacksmith, where my blacksmith and my engineer are both plate wearers. So I might want to look at stuff like legs or belt or something off. You don't want to do anything you can get a tier piece for. If you do raids or anything like that, because you're going to replace it. Why spend the sparks of ingenuity, which they're supposedly getting easier, but one thing that of course came out after I had done it was I got the first two, and the next one I need to go into tier hold, I think it is, to get the next spark, and then there's two more after that, and then you can skip that if you haven't done any of the quests at all. You can just go talk to the maiden over by the over here where the little book thing is here. Talk to her and say, yeah, I want to skip this. And so that will be nice. I still need to carve out some time to go through the dungeon on the ones that I need to, so I can get my more sparks. Okay, so we are down at at the table. We're at the scribe's table. You go over to crafting orders, and right over here it says personal. Well, there's two orders right here, so we're going to start this order and complete it. Create, and then we'll say complete order, and that sends the ink over to whoever ordered it. In my case, it's my tailor enchanter, and quest complete. So we go over to Mr. Consortium over here, and where'd he go? Oh, he's way over there. My bad. Still need to do my quests. Why didn't it only gave me credit for one? What the French? Um, Whoops, that's not where I want to go. I might have to do this again. This is really irritating. I made two. It gave me credit for one. That'll make you want to punch a baby in the face. It only gave me credit for one. Oh, that's really irritating. So I'll have to do that again. I'll create a third one. But once you get that done, you'll come over here and the quest will have the question mark above it, and you can complete it. I don't want to bore you guys with doing that again, but you can see my quest here says one of two orders filled. I'll just need to create one more, then that'll be two of two. The quest is complete. You turn it in, and you get your reward. The last thing about knowledge points is treaties. Now, treaties can be used if you are a scribe. Uh, as your orders. I did create a ton of these. The problem that I ran into when I first started was when I started, I had inscription. I believe that's trainer. You get that from the trainer. The rest of these are all on discovery. So I created a ton. You can see over here in my bag, I have 20 inscription treaties just to discover the rest of this stuff. And then I went to herbalism. Once I got one, I sent mats over to the person who or the tune that was the engineer, the enchanter, the blacksmith, and put orders in for these because these are BOP, as you can see in the tooltip there. They're BOP, so you can put orders in for them and have them created. But what they do is they give you one knowledge point. You really need those knowledge points. Uh, I still have 24 here. I actually am gonna start looking at going into these runes here. I'm gonna check prices and stuff, but everybody knows that those knowledge points are gold. So that's one way to get one. And the stuff usually isn't very expensive. In fact, if we go over, let's just go over and look at my trainer quest for this week. I've actually done quests that cost hundreds of gold to get um, these knowledge points. So Quill You Help wants me to craft 2 fastened quill. So let's see what that will take. That's a profession uh, tool. Where are we at? Profession equipment, scribe, fasten quill. Here we go. Ruined rice bark, 443 gold. So it's 450 gold to create these, and I need 2. So we're looking at, I've collected the feathers. I can make my own ink. But the ruined rice bark, I've also collected it and I can make my own. But if you were to buy this, it's going to cost you 900 gold. And there's been times that I've just gone and bought stuff on the auction house because I didn't have it. I didn't want to go farm it. But 900 gold to get, I can't remember the exact amount. It's either 1 or 3 knowledge points. So are you willing to spend that much gold on a knowledge point? Well, I think yes, because whatever you're going to specialize in, it's something that you're going to want to put points in. You're going to need points. I've got a lot of my stuff maxed out, flawless inks. That's why I always create level 3 inks every single time. I went into treaties and or contracts and missives and treaties simply because I wanted those missives and treaties. There's several missives that are really good. They help you. You can add those to your crafts, guaranteeing mastery and haste for that one. This one is guaranteeing crit and haste. So this is a good one that I would do for my demon hunter. Uh, quick blade, it's versatility and crit. So that's why I went there, because I wanted to be able to craft my own stuff and not have to do crafting orders. The problem with crafting orders is the only way to really do it is public orders. And this was kind of discussed in the comments. Why would I want to spend a ton of gold on mats and put it in a public order and not guarantee that I'm going to get the highest rank possible? So I'll just show you real quick. For instance, we'll do the lariat, since it's about best in slot for damn near every class. So we're looking at this. That's a lot of stuff. The diamond is 400, the harmony 113, the clasps are 14. So you're talking about 600 gold for this stuff, which is not a lot, but still a lot of these reagents have come down and way down in price. You're also spending 35 chaos and a spark, but it's got to be a public order, and there's no way to guarantee any kind of quality. You can add these missives. I'm going to make sure if I do my demon hunter is going to want crit and haste, or crit and mastery, either one. But am I going to be guaranteed a high level lariat? I'm not going to get the highest level. There's no way I can, because I don't have either one of these primal infusions. So I'm not going to get the highest level. It says 408 to 418 and then 395 to 405. So I'm sacrificing a few levels, but unless I raid and get one of those, that's not going to happen. I did get something from the Dragon Scale Expedition. You get, gosh, what was it? You do get one thing, and I can't remember exactly what it was. Um, but it was one of the high end crafting mats, I believe. I can't even remember what it was. But you do get one of each from when you max out reputation with any faction. You do get one. Um, and I can't see it in here right off the bat, but you do get one of those. So that's something that you can do. Max out your renown. It's difficult for a casual player. I played this character probably 10 times as much as I do my others. Um, I enjoy the Affliction Warlock because I rarely have anything that takes me down. I probably have only had, oh man, a handful of deaths anywhere in the Dragon Isles, if that, because my Voidwalker is like super tank. It can take a ton of damage. You've got Health Funnel to fill it up if it gets low, and I rarely ever have any issues. So my other characters, I really love the Demon Hunter. I really do. I follow Jedis. I've taken his advice on everything, which is why I wanted to do these Dark Moon card dances, because he recommended it as one of the best. And when you put that missive on there or whatever it was that keeps it from stops it from shuffling when the ace is on top, makes a huge difference. But I want to be able to recraft the two that I have on my Demon Hunters, because I don't want to try and put it in a personal order. Because when I bought this deck at first, it was right around 60,000. It's much lower than that, and I feel like an idiot for buying it. But uh, I want to be able to recraft those and make them a higher level. So if you want to sell stuff like that, missives or the sigils or anything else, um, it's best to come in here and see. Yeah, see, look at that, 5,000. That makes me feel really good, because I did pay. I paid upwards of, I want to say it was 60,000. Maybe I'm just having a lapse in memory, but it was very expensive to get that. But I wanted it on my Demon Hunter because I love my Demon Hunter. I wish I had more time to play him, but I'm trying to get my reputation maxed out with this guy so that I can get the patterns and stuff that these guys offer. Um, uh, all of them really, most of them, good portion of them have uh, patterns for engineering, jewel crafting, tailoring. They have a couple for inscription, but not many. So if you have a leatherworker, a tailor, a jewel crafter, an engineer, you're going to want to get reputation with these, especially stuff like the Maruk, the Tuskar. They have tons and tons of patterns and stuff to craft. I'm not sure about the Valdrak, I rarely go up to the quartermaster to see what they have for sale, but you definitely want to max your renown out. So anyway, this has gone longer than I wanted, but that kind of shows you how you can complete that uh, quest that you get from the Artisans Consortium. I don't understand why that didn't count that second one, but um, you can you can do them for yourself and not have to rely on other people, not have to rely on public orders, which, to be honest, I have never seen a public order on any of my characters, and so I just rather do it myself. So what are we doing here? We gotta do a hunt, and we gotta do 3,000. Is it just a hunt? It may be. Oh yeah, 3,000 reputation. Boxes that he gives you as a quest reward, I've gotten gear from. So that's the way you do it. Max out your professions. Make sure that you're crafting your orders for yourself. If you don't have an alt, which I can't think of why you wouldn't have an alt. But if you are a solo player and you want to be able to do that, if you have, say for instance, you have inscription, herbalism, start a Drakthir. By the time you get out of the starting zone, you're going to be level 60. You can come over here and put work orders in. You don't have to level anything from 1 to 60. Make a couple of alts if you want to, if you have some professions that you need orders from. Whatever you do it for yourself, because I guarantee you're not going to get anyone else to do it. I hope that helps, and you guys have a great week.